The regulations of Part 11, also known as the ROP, is now available in a single 997-page book. The font size is quite small, approximately an 8-point font. Records of consultation, or ROC, forms are not included in the hard copy. These forms must be obtained online. The next ROP community meeting is scheduled to be held in Boston, Massachusetts, in June 2007. Regulations of Part 11 pertains to the FDA guidelines on electronic records and electronic signatures. It outlines the criteria under which electronic records and signatures are considered trustworthy, reliable, and equivalent to paper records and handwritten signatures. This regulation is vital for industries that operate under FDA oversight, such as pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and biotechnology. The aim of Part 11 is to ensure the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of electronic data. Electronic records must be accurate, complete, and protected from unauthorized access, alteration, or deletion. Secure audit trails must be in place to track any changes made to the records. The electronic signatures used must be unique to the individual and linked to the corresponding record to prevent repudiation. Part 11 compliance involves implementing various technical and procedural controls. Firstly, access controls must be implemented to restrict access to systems and data to authorized personnel only. Secondly, audit trails must be established to record all actions performed on the system, including who performed the action, what action was performed, and when the action was performed. Thirdly, electronic signatures must be implemented to ensure the authenticity and integrity of electronic records. These signatures must be unique to the individual and linked to the corresponding record. Fourthly, system validation must be performed to ensure that the system functions as intended and meets the requirements of Part 11. Validation involves testing the system to ensure that it is accurate, reliable, and secure. Fifthly, data backup and recovery procedures must be in place to ensure that data can be recovered in the event of a system failure. Regular backup should be performed and stored in a secure location. Sixthly, change control procedures must be implemented to manage any changes to the system. Changes should be documented and approved before they are implemented. Seventhly, training must be provided to all personnel who use the system. Training should cover the requirements of Part 11 and the procedures for using the system. The records of consultation, or ROC, forms are an essential part of the Part 11 compliance process. These forms document the consultations that have taken place between the system owner and other stakeholders, such as users, IT personnel, and regulatory agencies. The forms should include the date of the consultation, the participants, the topics discussed, and the decisions made. The information documented on the ROC forms can be used to demonstrate that the system has been properly designed, implemented, and maintained. The ROP community meeting is an opportunity for stakeholders to come together to discuss the latest developments in Part 11 compliance. The meeting provides a forum for sharing best practices, learning about new technologies, and networking with other professionals in the field. The meeting agenda typically includes presentations from industry experts, panel discussions, and workshops. The information presented at the meeting can be used to improve Part 11 compliance programs and stay up to date on the latest regulatory requirements. The size of the regulations of Part 11 document, at 997 pages, indicates the breadth and depth of the regulations. The small font size may present a challenge for some readers, highlighting the importance of having access to online resources and tools that aid in understanding the material. Overall, understanding the key points of the ROP hard copy and attending the ROP community meeting are crucial for ensuring compliance with Part 11. By implementing the necessary technical and procedural controls, organizations can protect the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of their electronic data and meet the requirements of the FDA. The implementation of Part 11 requires a comprehensive understanding of the regulations and a commitment to implementing the necessary controls. This includes establishing procedures for access control, audit trails, electronic signatures, system validation, data backup and recovery, change control, and training. It's important to note that Part 11 compliance is an ongoing process. Organizations must continuously monitor their systems and procedures to ensure that they remain compliant with the regulations. This includes conducting regular audits, reviewing audit trails, and updating training programs as needed. Failure to comply with Part 11 can result in significant penalties, including fines, warning letters, and product recalls. Therefore, it is essential for organizations operating under FDA oversight to take Part 11 compliance seriously. The move to electronic records and signatures has brought significant benefits to the industries regulated by the FDA. It has streamlined processes, improved data accuracy, and reduced the cost of compliance. However, it has also introduced new challenges, such as the need to ensure the security and integrity of electronic data. Part 11 is designed to address these challenges and to ensure that electronic records and signatures are as trustworthy and reliable as paper records and handwritten signatures. The small font size of the ROP hard copy emphasizes the volume of information contained within the regulations. This underscores the importance of having a well-organized and easily searchable electronic version of the document. The online availability of ROC forms is a testament to the increasing reliance on electronic resources in the regulatory landscape. This shift towards digital documentation offers greater accessibility and efficiency. The ROP community meeting serves as a valuable platform for knowledge sharing and collaboration among stakeholders. By attending these meetings, individuals can stay informed about the latest trends and best practices in Part 11 compliance. In conclusion, the regulations of Part 11 play a critical role in ensuring the integrity and reliability of electronic records and signatures in FDA-regulated industries. By understanding the key requirements of Part 11 and implementing the necessary controls, organizations can achieve compliance and protect the safety and efficacy of their products. The availability of the ROP in hard copy format, while potentially challenging due to the small font size, provides a tangible reference for those who prefer a physical document. However, the online availability of ROC forms highlights the growing importance of digital resources in navigating the regulatory landscape. Staying informed about upcoming meetings and actively participating in the ROP community is essential for keeping abreast of the latest developments and best practices in Part 11 compliance. The 997-page document serves as a comprehensive guide to the regulations, covering a wide range of topics related to electronic records and electronic signatures. While the small font size may make it difficult to read for some, the document provides a wealth of information that is essential for understanding and implementing Part 11. The fact that ROC forms are not included in the hard copy emphasizes the shift towards online resources and the importance of having access to the internet and a computer in order to comply with Part 11. The upcoming ROP community meeting in Boston in May and June 2007 provides an opportunity for individuals to network with other professionals in the field and to learn about the latest trends and best practices in Part 11 compliance. Attending these meetings is highly recommended for anyone who is involved in Part 11 compliance. It is also important to note that Part 11 is not a one-time event, but rather an ongoing process. Organizations must continuously monitor their systems and procedures to ensure that they remain compliant with the regulations. This includes conducting regular audits, reviewing audit trails, and updating training programs as needed. Failure to comply with Part 11 can result in significant penalties, including fines, warning letters, and product recalls. Therefore, it is essential for organizations operating under FDA oversight to take Part 11 compliance seriously. The information contained in the ROP hard copy and presented at the ROP community meeting can help organizations to understand the requirements of Part 11 and to implement the necessary controls to ensure compliance. This includes establishing procedures for access control, audit trails, electronic signatures, system validation, data backup and recovery, change control, and training. It is also important to stay informed about any changes to the regulations and to update your systems and procedures accordingly. By taking these steps, organizations can protect the integrity and reliability of their electronic records and signatures and ensure compliance with Part 11. The regulations cover a wide range of topics including controls for closed systems, controls for open systems, signature manifestations, signature linking, and controls for system documentation. The ROP also provides guidance on how to validate computer systems to ensure that they are accurate, reliable, and secure. The document also addresses the requirements for data retention and retrieval. It requires that electronic records be retained for the same period of time as paper records and that they be easily retrievable. The ROP also includes requirements for audit trails. Audit trails must be secure, computer-generated, and time-stamped. They must also record the date and time of each entry, as well as the identity of the person making the entry. The ROP also includes requirements for electronic signatures. Electronic signatures must be unique to the individual and linked to the corresponding record. They must also be difficult to forge. The ROP also includes requirements for training. All personnel who use electronic systems must be trained on the requirements of Part 11. The ROP also includes requirements for system documentation. System documentation must be complete, accurate, and up-to-date. The regulations of Part 11 are complex and can be difficult to understand. It is important to seek expert advice if you have any questions about Part 11 compliance. There are many consultants who specialize in Part 11 compliance. These consultants can help you to understand the requirements of Part 11 and to implement the necessary controls to ensure compliance. The FDA also provides guidance on Part 11 compliance. The FDA website includes a number of resources that can help you to understand the requirements of Part 11. It is important to stay up to date on the latest developments in Part 11 compliance. The FDA is constantly updating its guidance on Part 11. You should regularly check the FDA website for updates. The regulations are intended to ensure that electronic records and electronic signatures are as trustworthy and reliable as paper records and handwritten signatures. The regulations cover a wide range of topics, including the design, implementation, and validation of computer systems. They also cover the controls that must be in place to ensure the security and integrity of electronic records. The regulations apply to all industries that are regulated by the FDA, including pharmaceutical companies, medical device manufacturers, and food companies. These meetings provide a forum for industry experts to share their knowledge and experience with Part 11 compliance. The meetings also provide an opportunity for attendees to network with other professionals in the field. The ROP community meetings are typically held several times a year. The meetings are open to anyone who is interested in Part 11 compliance. The meetings are typically held in different locations around the United States. The ROP Hardcopy is a valuable resource for anyone who is involved in Part 11 compliance. The Hardcopy contains the complete text of the regulations, as well as a number of helpful appendices. The Hardcopy is available for purchase from the government printing office. The ROP is a complex set of regulations. It is important to seek expert advice if you have any questions about Part 11 compliance. There are many consultants who specialize in Part 11 compliance. These consultants can help you to understand the requirements of Part 11 and to implement the necessary controls to ensure compliance. It is also important to stay up to date on the latest developments in Part 11 compliance. The FDA is constantly updating its guidance on Part 11. You should regularly check the FDA website for updates. By taking these steps, you can ensure that your organization is compliant with Part 11 and that your electronic records are trustworthy and reliable. The ROP Hardcopy is a valuable resource for anyone who is involved in Part 11 compliance. The Hardcopy contains the complete text of the regulations, as well as a number of helpful appendices. The Hardcopy is available for purchase from the government printing office.